Good morning, it's Bob Wiley with the Wiley Group of Keller Williams Metropolitan, and I'm here with the staff of Archbishop Borders Elementary School. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we're going to do this in English and in Spanish so that you can see the benefits of a dual language program.
My name is Amy Bells. Me llamo Amy Bells. Soy la subdirectora de la Escuela Archbishop Borders. I am the assistant principal here.
Hello, my name is Valerie Sandoval. I'm the principal here at Archbishop Borders. Hola, yo soy Valeria Sandoval y yo soy la nueva directora aquí en Archbishop Borders.
My name is Janina Chumpitas. I am the advancement director here. Buenos días, mi nombre es Janina Chumpitas. Yo soy la directora de desarrollo aquí en el colegio.
Buenas, saludos a todos. Mi nombre es Manuel Cáceres. I am Manuel Cáceres. I am the dual language director of our school. Soy el director de doble lenguaje acá presente y un gusto saludarles.
Excellent, thank you all very much. So this is really a discussion about education for our children in the southeast part of Baltimore City. As a realtor, we come across families all the time that want to move to the county because the schools are better. And I wanted to really bring information to families so that they know that there are choices right here. So Ms. Valerie, can you give basically an overview of Archbishop Borders, and then we're going to let the rest of the directors and talk about some specific things.
Great. And you know, it's great that you asked me that question because I'm new to Baltimore. I'm coming from Tucson, Arizona. And so when I was looking for a place, I wanted to find something that had a lot of diversity. Mm-hmm. And without a doubt, Archbishop Borders provides that. It's in an area where you have several neighborhoods. We have Canton, we have Fowles Point, we also have Highland that are close by. But the students themselves are completely diverse, which is a wonderful, honestly, it's a very unique atmosphere for our students, for our teachers. As far as our dual language program, I think that in itself, without a doubt, is a highlight. And I'm not too sure what else you would like for me to share.
Absolutely.
I'm so new here, and I would have to say I love being here.
We're going to talk a little bit about the association that the school has with Boston College, because I know that a lot of people don't know that, and we're going to talk about that. So I understand you have a relationship with Boston College, with Loyola University, with Johns Hopkins University, the University of Notre Dame, locally, it's Notre Dame. It's not the Notre Dame. But we'll talk a little bit about that. But Miss Amy, so my wife and I, our son goes here. Now, we live very close. We looked for options in school, but we chose this option because of what you were talking about, the dual language program, the diversity. Ms. Amy, what would you like people to know? If you had a couple of minutes to talk to parents, what would you want to tell them?
Yeah, so I do think it's a really unique and special choice for your child. We are connected with the two-way immersion network out of Boston College, where we do professional development all year long in the summertime. And as such, we are a part of a network of schools across the nation that are all dual language and faith-based. So we have that, something that we can lean on all the time to learn best practices. And the thing I love for parents to know is the best practice which we are doing is students take half of their academic subjects in Spanish and they actually take half in English. And our mission is to have half English language learners and half Spanish language learners.
Very good, very good. Okay, now we're going to go to you. We're going to let you talk to our Spanish population. What would you like to tell people? Pretty, maybe mirroring what Miss Amy said, but add anything you'd like to add.
Okay. Yo lo voy a decir en español. Quiero agregar de que las profesoras que tenemos aquí en español, our Spanish teacher, vienen con el español, son originarias, ellas aprendieron el español como su primera lengua, they learn Spanish as a first language. Aparte, ellas vienen con un background de ser profesoras en su país. They were teaching in the teachers, they go to the school and get a certification. For example, Miss Jimenez, she went to a certification in Colombia, yeah, for a week, like us. Now, Manuel and I and Miss Hamel, we went to Boston College for the first time for the twins program, for the dual language. Y también quiero agregar que lo que más me gusta del colegio es que hay mucha diversidad. What I like about the school is we are a multicultural school. Y yo pienso que eso es muy importante para los estudiantes, porque no viven en una burbuja, sino están expuestos al mundo, ellos conocen mucho más. Our students, they are not living in a bubble. They know about different cultures, about what happened in another countries, and they share their experience. Y lo que yo veo también en las clases es que, por ejemplo, si un alumno no habla muy bien español, el otro alumno que está a su costado, que tiene español en la casa, lo ayuda. What I see during the classes, it's, for example, if a United States student that he or she no practice Spanish in their home, the other student that is sitting close to him help with the Spanish.
Okay.
Yes, and this is, I think this is our added value as a school.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, excellent. And Mr. Manuel, we've known you for a couple of years now. So tell us what you'd like families to know that you think is really important. I know you just joined Archbishop Borders within the last, 15 months?
Yep, from the last year.
Yep.
Yes, thank you for the question. Gracias por la pregunta. One of the most fascinating moments of my life is being working in this school, in this Catholic school, as a dual language director. In my 12 years, previous 12 years, I was working in an immersion schools in dual language program in Spanish. And it's so awesome working in a school environment with staff, administrators, students, working together to create one of the best citizens of the world. And one of our dual language program is promoting is to one of the best success is for our kids, for the families. That one is worldwide opportunities. How many open opportunities worldwide will be for our students in the world manage another language? Another thing is international education. All our kids are just thinking in high school when they get done with 8th grade.
Okay.
But they want to go to get a college in Latin America, they want to go to Spain, quieren estudiar afuera. Definitely, we provide this academic opportunity when our students reading, writing, talking, natural, the context of translation, y multicultural diversity, hacen que nuestros estudiantes get more success, get more opportunities that as our parents we provide to them because we want the best for our kids, right? So entonces, being in our neighborhood, in nuestro vecindario, like in this neighborhood, is coming with a lot of changes, something that made to our school will be one of our elite school in Maryland. Mm-hmm. I will say that. I have the proud to say that because of the teamwork that we are doing here. We can see going up in this process academically. The other thing is the economic and opportunities, work opportunities. It's a lot of opportunity, very challenged financially in this country to be able to manage another language aspects that we provide more extended work with other communities that speak another language. Y another opportunities in Latin America, working as a leader in an organization or something, because it's more easy because they manage the language, context academically, and that is one of the things that we prepare students for this dynamic.
So let's talk about language learning. Let's, our son started here at 4 years of age. Now, as an adult, I would think if someone dropped me into a classroom and said, okay, here you go, and left, and right away everyone is speaking a completely different language, my mind would probably explode. Yet it's amazing to see these little 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds just roll with it. It doesn't faze them a bit. And they come home. I expect Preston to come home and say, Dad, I think you put me in the wrong school because they're not speaking English. I don't know what they're saying. But yet it doesn't faze them a bit. So talk a little bit about language and how at that age it's so easy for them to pick it up, and then taking that to another step, another language. How easy is it for them? I know our little one, you know, he's been in different language programs, and he watches cartoons in Korean. And it doesn't faze him at all. And he sings the songs, and he's never been exposed to Korean. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that, just as from an educator's standpoint. And you know, so again, things that might help parents decide if they want to send their child to a multi-linguistic school.
Well, I can share with you the structures that we have in place here. So pre-K3, we have our students that come in, and it's a full Spanish immersion. So their whole entire day is taught in Spanish, and that's pre-K3.
And the goal is for them to be able to speak fluidly by what grade? When they start in either pre-K or kindergarten?
I'll be real honest, language acquisition varies.
Right.
For the learner, usually it's about 3 to 5 years to be completely fluent.
Okay.
And it all depends, because with our school, we have students that start in pre-K3, right, but then we have others that join us a little later. So.
And real quick, how far do you go right now?
We're pre-K3 all the way to 8th grade.
8th grade, okay.
So, and then in pre-K4, this year, right now, we have a 50-50. So they do AM and PM from pre-K4 all the way to 8th grade.
Gotcha.
We're thinking about maybe in the following year, maybe do another year of immersion, but for this year right now, pre-K4 will continue being a half and half. So they'll do English and Spanish. So some classes, depending on the grade level, they'll have their Spanish instruction in the morning and then their English instruction in the afternoon. But as far as language acquisition, first it's conversational that they acquire, and then after that, it's you know, they can start as far as speaking. Then you have the reading, and then last is writing.
Gotcha.
To be completely literate.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you'd like to add anything on that end.
Yeah, I mean, the science of language acquisition is real. You can walk around here and it's like a lab, because, you know, they understand very, very quickly. The little ones are following directions in Spanish, and then you gradually see
It's
them
amazing.
beginning
It truly is
produce.
amazing that they
Yeah.
just they just go right
It's
to the club.
awesome.
And the benefits, what you do is, by learning two languages at such a young age, is you're training your brain. It's science, right?
Yeah.
You're training your brain to be able to multitask, to code switch at a rapid pace. And so you're thinking in, you know, your native language, and then you're having to translate. But as far as the cognitive ability that you're building in our young students, it's remarkable.
And
it's
that's
going to transfer in a lot of different areas throughout their life.
That's what adults try to do. They go, okay, now how do I say that in Spanish? Where kids don't.
Yeah, it's
Their
just,
brain just switches automatically. It's really amazing. Okay.
what we might want to talk about a little, we're the only dual language in, as far as the Archdiocese is Baltimore. So we're the only one, and I know as far as a bilingual school, there are only a few here in Baltimore City. So that's actually really important, and county as well.
Right.
And as far as training, our teachers receive training, professional development from Loyola, and we also have, we talked about Boston College. I think Manuel did a great job explaining that. And as far as the other, I know that Johns Hopkins also helps out with the STEM portion of our programs. I'm trying to think, you might want to add how others.
Well, we're in a really good location here, and we have a very strong partnership with the Patterson Park right in our neighborhood, and we partner with Audubon for our science program. So our location is definitely beneficial for us.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, what else? What else is important, do you think, that the parents, when they come up? Is there any final comments you'd like to make? Anyone?
You know, I'll be honest, I've only been here, I'm very new to Baltimore, and the culture, when you walk in, the climate that you feel, it's definitely a family feeling. Right off the bat, I met the staff, and I was very pleased to enter a place where everyone genuinely cares about their students. And la verdad es una familia, un gran familia aquí. Los niños también, cuando está hablando con los otros niños, puede mirar, es algo diferente, no es, it's not your regular school. It's a family. It's built on family, faith, and just overall, it's a great place to be.
So we're going to have, I'm sure you have a lot more questions. We're going to have all of this links on our website. So if you'd like to contact the school, we'll have that information. Thank you all very much. I know this is, we can't do as long informational video as we'd like to do, yeah, but at least we got a little bit of a touch. And please, if you have any questions, feel free to contact the school or feel free to contact us at the Wiley Group. Thanks very much. Take care.